Day 2 of the trial against the man charged with killing 8 people on Halloween in 2017 after allegedly driving a truck on a bike path along the West Side Highway. Among those testifying today, a family who watched their loved one die on what was supposed to be a special trip, and a woman who came within an inch of being struck. We also learned the suspect considered Times Square as a target first. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor was in the courtroom.
31-year-old Anne-Laure Ducat of Belgium was here visiting New York City with her mother and 2 sisters on October 31, 2017. It was a dream trip, a celebration of life, for birthdays and because their mother beat breast cancer twice. Her sister Friedel broke down as she took the stand, the prosecutor asking, "Did all 4 of you return back to Belgium at the end of your trip?" No. Who did not return? Anne-Laure, because she was murdered. She was among the 8 killed when Sayfullo Saipov drove a rented truck onto the bike path at Pier 40 along the West Side Highway. Friedel testified the women were riding bikes together. "I went over to my sister and started screaming very loudly. Her gaze was lifeless. She just stared up into the air and there was lots of blood coming out of her mouth." Carolia Goldfarb, an assistant district attorney for the Brooklyn DA at the time, was commuting home on the bike path and saw the truck hit 1 person, then 3 more. Boom, boom, boom. They went up in the air, their bicycles went up in the air, they came crashing down. The truck sped towards her, missed me by about an inch, as she made a hard lean to the right into a dirt path. The defense admitted in court Saipov did kill 8 people, believing it was his religious obligation. But he pleaded not guilty to the 28 counts against him that include murder and providing material support to the Islamic State. Saipov told investigators he did it in order to become a member of ISIS. But attorneys argue he has no connection to ISIS other than being on the receiving end of messaging, that a video from the terrorist organization's leader urging an attack in New York was a general one on an encrypted chat and not directed at Saipov himself. We also learned from the FBI special agent who questioned Saipov that he contemplated going to Times Square, but because of traffic and congestion, thought it would be difficult to carry out an attack, so he chose the West Side because it was easy. We also heard from another woman from Belgium who had no memory of what happened. She woke up in the hospital 2 weeks later, and among her many injuries, had to have both of her legs amputated. We'll hear more witness testimony tomorrow. Outside of federal court in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.